before we do our art project, let's do the pledge. I have joy in my mind. I have joy in my heart. I'm going to keep a joyful spirit as I make art. Let's go!
Cool. Let's do a snowman. I don't know about you, but I am winter ready. It's going to show you what it looks like if you trace it. So you're going to put your graphite paper on your drawing paper, shiny side down, dull side up, so that we can transfer the image. Here's our original image. Okay, while you're doing that, I am going to show you guys how to freehand if you would like to freehand this. I always start by making a frame. So I'm just going to come down with straight lines all the way around my paper, giving it a nice little border. Kind of gives our artwork a little finished matte look. Also, it keeps us, if we're going to frame this later on, then it makes it so that the frame does not cover up your beautiful artwork. Okay, so this snowman is kind of in the perspective of we are at the bottom looking up, almost if you were laying on the ground in the snow looking up at your snowman. So we're going to give him or her just kind of this fun little perspective, if you will. We're going to start about a third of the way up on the side, and you can do this side, you can do this side, totally up to you, either way. The concept is the same, and we're going to come out with a curve line, and we're going to be curving down to our baseline, stopping at the border that you created. All right, so let's give our curve line. So what we are doing here is giving the illusion that the snowman body is so big it can't all fit on our paper. So if we were to keep drawing it, it would make a complete circle. Okay, so there's our base, and then we're going to come just anywhere on top of this base, going in a little bit. We're going to do another curved line, but this one's going to be a little more circular. And that's your medium, your belly, if you will. You got them all? Did you get these too? Did you get the scarf and the hat? All right, cool. Good job, ma'am.
That looks so cute.
That does. That looks really neat. Hey, don't forget to, that's not a pencil, sweetie. There's your pencil. Don't forget to go back and make your border. Okay, now let's give it a head. And so this time I'm gonna come, you could come and keep that angle going so that it's straight up. I kind of want to make him turn a little bit. So I'm gonna come right here, and one more time, a slightly smaller circle. And each time I'm seeing more and more of my circle, which is good, okay? All right, so that we have, oopsie daisy. All right, can you bring your paper this way just a smidge, sweetie? There you go. All right, now let's talk about his hat. Now for the hat, I'm just gonna come on top of his head, and we're doing kind of like a Santa Claus beanie kind of hat. So we're gonna curve up and follow the headline over and curve down. And if you want to, you can finish it off. You don't have to, but you can. And then erase your little line inside. There you go. All right, and then for the snowman, the Santa Claus hat, mine's actually gonna go off frame a little bit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come on this side, and I'm curving up. Oops, I'm stopping at my frame. Pick my pencil up. I'm gonna pretend draw. So that if it were to continue outside of my frame, oh, now I'm back to my frame. So now I'm gonna put my pencil down and continue. And you can make this point as long as you want. Doesn't matter, you're the artist. Coming back up. See, there's our fold. Very nice. Okay, the other thing that we're gonna have a guide for before we begin is our scarf. And our scarf is just gonna come and take up part of the bottom of the face. So I'm just following what's already there, making a nice little border. And then I want it to fly off, and then make a V. Okay, so there is our guide. You can erase this line if you want to. You don't have to. Here's our guide. This is all we need for our guide right now. Before we get started, don't play with that, it'll fall. All right.
Maybe I should have traced the face of the birds.
It's fine.
I traced it all.
It's not wrong to trace every single thing, because now what you've done is you've created almost like a coloring page, and you can use your pastels to color in. I just didn't do all of those details because I can do those same details with the pastels. Does that make sense? All right, so here is our template. Now let's get to coloring. And interestingly enough, I am going to do my snowman, the full body first. Now remember, we're using pastels, which means they're gonna smudge. So if your hand wipes across your paper, you're gonna get your pastels all smeared. You wanna keep your hand kind of arched, keep your wrist arched so that you keep it off, like you're holding a ball almost, right? You wanna keep it off your paper later. All right, let's look at making our snowman body. Now you're like, wait a minute now, this is white on white. Why would we color it white? We're not gonna see it. You're right, you wouldn't see that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this light blue, kind of a nice icy, the lightest blue you can possibly find. Oh wait, not that one. I'm gonna use this one because I just realized I have an even lighter one.
Like this?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I have it.
Mm-hmm. That periwinkle would be pretty too. Yeah, that one. All right, and what we're gonna do is we're just gonna do some swipes, staying in that circular motion. I'm not coloring the whole thing. I'm just making some swipes in there, and I'm gonna do that on all three, staying in that curve motion. What this is gonna do is help give it some movement. There we go. All right, that's all I'm doing with the blue. Not coloring it solid, just putting some swipes in there.
I want to make my snowman.
All right, I like to also take a little bit of gray. I think I put my gray in the wrong tray earlier.
Oh my!
When I was really, really like almost white gray, and do the same thing, just wipe in a few lines, following that natural curve that you've already created. All right, now that we have that, take your finger or a paper towel if you prefer, and just kind of smooth it in. And I hear you, it's still kind of not what you would think of as a snowman color. We're gonna get there. Sometimes you have to go out of your norm to reach your goal.
Okay.
There you go.
This is what I'm doing.
Stay in your circular pattern, okay?
I'm just doing this because I'm going to fill this stuff in.
Now that we had that background to work off, we're going to get our white.
Is this white?
And my white has been used quite a bit. Yeah, that's white. That's more of a blending white. Use your short white, please. We're going to take it. I'm cleaning off. Mine's been used quite a bit for other things, so I'm wiping it. You can wipe it on your paper towel. You can wipe it on scratch paper. Just trying to kind of clean it off. Okay.
My one has a number on it. It's like 001.
Yeah.
It actually says that.
All right, now I'm gonna lay it on its side on my snowman. I'm gonna pinch and push. And almost like you're trying to color in with a coloring book page, okay? We want to color it all in, really work it in, do lots of blending. You're going to go over it and over it until you get that white color that you want. And we're going to do this for all three of them.
I'm just doing this.
Okay, and we're going to do the face. Now blow off your extra.
But I still like it.
Blow off any
Because it almost
extra.
looks like it's actually melting.
Yeah. Now I'm using the pointy side of my white, and I'm doing this. I'm breaking it. And I'm gonna go across my circle, across my lines that I've already made. And I'm gonna work these in, work in this white just a little bit heavier.
I don't like it. I don't like doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah. A few more strokes.
All right. You can layer in as much white as you want when you have the shade that you want it. I like mine in that bluer family.
I like this.
Okay. Now, yes, absolutely. Now, because we're going to do our hat and our scarf, and you can make them match, you can make them not match, totally up to you. I think I'm going to do green this time. Whatever color you decide to do, start with your darkest shade.
I want you to do purple. This
Okay.
is my darkest shade.
We'll get you a dark purple, okay? And then we're gonna outline, go over your pencil markings that you've already drawn. Okay, we're holding it just like a crayon almost. All right, and now I'm gonna put some in there. I'm not coloring it solid, I'm just putting some color in there. And I'm gonna do the same thing on my
Like
hat.
lights?
Yeah, just put some in there because you can always go back and add more. This is just giving us something to work off of, okay? All right, before we blend, take a lighter shade of that same color
Is there a light shade?
of,
Purple?
I think this is a lighter shade. Oh, no, they're about the same, aren't they? I don't know, maybe that periwinkle. I don't know, I think some of our pastels got mixed together.
This one's a lighter. This is lighter, see? It's all lighter.
Okay, so take you a lighter shade. This one's a little too light. I like that one. All right. Okay. So now when you have that like you want it, take you a lighter shade in that same color. Mine is just a little piece of a pastel, but that's okay. It'll get the job done. And then work in it wherever you left some white space, work that color in.
Mine's pretty. Mine's pretty with purple. Like this?
Just work in a little bit of it.
Pop.
I feel like yours might have been the same shade, kid. You need something that you can significantly see the difference. Use that one. All right. When you have that like you want it, take your finger and blend.
Oh, this actually makes mine look really pretty.
Yep. And you're just following what you just did. I like to blend with my finger. If you don't want to blend with a finger, you can use a paper towel.
You're Brucey.
And you're following what you did. Slow down. Follow your guidelines. Just use one finger. Then blow your extra away. You're over blending. See how we can't see the shadows?
I still like it.
All right, I'm even gonna take a lighter green and work in some highlights. You don't have to do this, but you can.
This pretty.
That's pretty, yeah. Okay, so highlights would be just anywhere the sunlight would hit it. So anywhere like on the top where it's rounded, I'm just kind of working some highlights in.
Oh, this is really pretty.
That is pretty. Okay. And now I'm gonna take my original darkest shade and just go back and add in a little bit of separation between the folds in my beanies. So along the top, and then kind of right here where this folds over, and then underneath where it would touch the snowman, because that would be a shadow. And anywhere along the bottom where the sun would not be hitting, that creates a shadow. Very nice.
I had to push on it a little bit so I can actually get like that dark.
Very nicely done. Okay, let's real quick.
Sorry.
You're good. Because I like to get all of my big blending done first and then go back in for the details. Let's talk about this background. Now, in our original right here, you can see how we're going. We got some pastels on it. Okay. In our original right here, you can see how we've got just one main color, okay? And we just blended it all around. That's what we're going for today, but you are the artist. So if you want to do a landscape background, like a ground and then a sky, you can absolutely do that. It's totally up to you.
Or a forest.
Yeah, you are the artist. I'm gonna stick with one color just to keep it nice and simple. And I think I'm gonna do this really nice. I'm gonna do this nice peachy color. Making sure my pastel is really good and clean. I'm wiping off my extra.
I'm gonna use this dark pink first.
That'll be pretty. Okay, so what we're gonna do, lay it down. Make sure it's nice and clean. And then we're gonna lay it down on its side and we're gonna pinch and push. And we're just pinching and pushing to fill in any space that's not taken up by our snowman.
Like this? Like push down?
Don't go over your snowman. In fact, I'm leaving a little bit of space between my background and my snowman because I can blend that in with my finger in a minute.
I didn't.
Be real careful.
And now I really wish that I didn't have to do limits of like draw the arms together.
Well, just color over it.
Oh.
Yeah, that's not gonna hurt anything. All right. Wipe off your fingers to make sure you've got all that extra pastel off. Okay, use a paper towel or your fingers, and you're just going to start blending to make that nice textured background. We're going around the snowman.
I missed it.
You're gonna do one in just a minute, bud. I'm gonna do a different one with you.
I did miss it.
You didn't miss it. Be careful going close to your scarf because you may pick up some of that color. That's okay. We'll go back and do a blending in a minute. Stone, have you sprayed something on yourself? Go back in there. Perfecto.
Perfecto. Perfecto. Yeah, it's perfecto.
Hey, I need you to go back in there because you're shaking the table. All right. I picked up a little bit of green here and there, but I actually kind of like it. It works. So we'll go back and tidy that up in just a minute. Let's do our final details with our face and our buttons and our arms. So I'm gonna do my carrot nose first.
I want to use this pretty orange.
That is a very pretty orange. I'm gonna use this darker color first. And what I'm gonna do is right pretty much smack center of my face, I'm gonna come out and make a straight line. And then if you imagine in your head that you're making a triangle, a long pointy triangle, that's kind of what you're doing without that third side. Okay. All right, so I've got my dark base, and now I'm gonna go back on top with my pretty bright color.
Ta-da! I like it how it is.
And I am not blending this. Okay,
I just started blending.
No, I'm not blending this one. I'm leaving this one.
How it is. How it is.
We're not blending that one. We're gonna leave that one nice and bold. All right.
Bold.
Now we gotta have charcoal eyes, right? It's a snowman after all.
We need to use some black.
So we're gonna come on either side. And what I like about using pastels for this is if I use just that edge piece, it already kind of makes the rectangular coal look. So I'm gonna do that one on either side, just kind of pushing back and forth to get that rectangle for the coal. How's yours coming? Look, one of my eyes is smaller than the other. All right, and then we're gonna do the same thing, almost like you're doing dot art for the mouth. Make sure you leave a little space so it looks like little pieces of coal. Okay. And then our 3 buttons. Now, the 3 buttons, we want to make sure we're following that perspective, so they may not line up perfect. That's kind of helpful.
Ta-da!
The top one should be a little bit smaller than your middle and even your bottom, because if you were laying on the ground looking up, that bottom one would be the biggest as it would be the closest to you. And smaller. Very nice. Okay, what are we missing? What are we missing?
The arms.
The arms. The arms. All right, arms it is. Arms away. Take a dark brown because we want to make them look like they're made out of sticks.
Sticky stick
Okay.
stick.
Now, the arm on this side is going to be shorter than the arm on this side to help build that perspective.
Can I have some brown?
All right, so on this side, is yours missing brown?
Yes.
Yeah, we got them all mixed up, didn't we? All right, so on this side, the short arm side, I'm starting on my line and I'm going out just a little bit, and then I'm going 1, 2, so that I have 3 little fingers, 1 long branch and then 2 little ones on either side. Now this arm is going to be a little bit longer, and it's actually going to start on the snowman, kind of in a little
Like
bit.
this.
So start in and go out. See, a little bit longer. And that helps build that perspective. Now you can go back over this and make it as thick as you want. I kind of like mine thin like that, so I'm gonna leave it be. The only thing I am gonna do
like that because I wanted to make put like mittens on there.
Oh, that's cute. The only thing I am gonna do is go back over with a light brown just to give it a little highlight.
Can I use that one?
So now you can see the dark brown and the light brown. All right. I think E said she wanted to put mittens on hers, which could be really fun. So if you want to do that, absolutely go ahead. I'm gonna take my blending tool, my lovely little blending pencil right here. This is my absolute favorite blender. I gotta get all the color from my last project off. And I like to just go back and smooth out my edges. And anywhere that I feel like it didn't quite blend like I wanted it to, you are blowing your chalk pastel on top of my artwork, sweetie.
Oh, sorry.
So anywhere that you feel like it didn't quite blend like you wanted it to, or cleaning up your edges, this is a great tool for that.
I read your mind.
You did read my mind.
That looks so cute. We'll use mine too.
You can also make sure it's cleaned off real good. You can go over your edges of your snowman. Go over your pencil lines if you want to with it. Help clean all that up. Now, your choice, but I want mine to feel just a little more finished. I like the way it looks when I have a bold border. So I'm gonna take the same color as my hat and I'm gonna trace over my border. You do not have to do this. This is just something I like to do because I like the way it looks. And then, of course, it's not finished until you sign it.
I'm going to use a pencil and do it at the bottom right here.
What if you do it outside of the frame and you try to put it in a picture frame? What happens?
I'm going to put it right here then. Like that. And where's this one?
All right.
What?
All right, friends, we are done. There is one fun little snowman. I want to give it a little ball on the end of its hat.
Yes. I'm going to do it too. I'm going to do it.
Okay, now we're officially done. I just wanted to add that one little detail because that's so fun.
Yeah, it sure looks like it's a Santa snowman now.
Okay,
add a
friends.
beer.
Ooh, I love your mittens. Super fun. What do you think? Do you like them? I want to see yours.
Yours looks like it's at daytime. Mine looks like it's like at a sunset.
Yeah.
Because it's darker than that one.
Very cool. I love it.